Hello students. So today we are solving the Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2 Extended. It's 05/8/2022 May June 2024. So let's directly go to the questions. So the first is question 1 is the temperature at the midnight is -4 and the temperature at noon is 25 degrees Celsius. Work out the difference between these two temperatures. So see what's the final temperature? It's 25 degree and difference is basically final minus the initial. Initial was -4. So minus of -4. So this is 25. This becomes 25. Minus minus will become plus. Plus 4. So this is equals 29. So the answer is 29 degrees Celsius. Okay. Question 2. A gardener charges $6.55 for each hour he works plus a fixed charge of $15.50. Okay. Calculate the total amount of charge he works for hours. So see, first of all, what is the fixed charge? Fixed charge is $15.50. Okay. And now per hour charge is 6.55. So this is $6.55 is the per hour charges for each hour he works. And how much he worked? 4 hours. So you just do times 4. Okay. So using the calculator, 6.55 times 4 is how much? 26.2. So 15.50 plus 26.2. So you add 15.50. So this is $41.7 will be his wage. Okay. Now the third one. So a delivery driver records the number of pizzas she delivers each month after 1 year. Okay, though they have given you this thing. Complete the stem and leaf diagram. So as we can see, this is the key where 48 represents 48 pizzas. So first of all, starting with the 2's. So we are like the 20s. So we are going to mark all the 20s. So we can see here is 28, 22. I think that's it. So we write 22 first, 22 and then 28. Okay. Then 3. 3 may we have 36, 39. That's it. So 36 and 39. In 4 we have 48, 44, 41, 49. Okay. So we have first of all 41, then we have 44, then it's 48 and then 49. So 50s we have 54, 57, 57, 52. Okay. So 52, then 54, then 57, 57, then 257. Okay. So here is the stem and leaf diagram. Find the median. Find the median. So what will be the median? See, how many are there? Just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 terms. We know that when there are 12 means even terms. So what we will do? 12 by 2, which is 6. So we have to take the mean of 6th and the 7th term. Means 12 by 2 plus 1th term. So what is the 6th and 7th term? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6th and 7th term. That is 44 plus 48 by 2. Okay, so we know that 44 plus 48 is how much? That's 92. 92 by 2. 90 divided by 2, that will be 46. So this is 46. Okay. Now the fourth one. Jonah has $750. He spent 1/4 of the money on travel and some of this money on food. Okay. He now has $437.50 left. Okay. Work out the fraction of $750 he spends on food. Okay, first of all, he spent 1/4 of the money on travel. Okay, so when he is spending 1/4 of the money on travel, so we do 750 divided by 4. Okay, so 750 divided by 4 is $187.5 he has spent on travel. Okay, now this much money he has left. Now he has this much amount of money. So 187.5 he has spent on travel. So this much he had left. So first of all, how much he has spent on food will be 437.5 minus 187.5. Okay. So let's use the calculator. So this is 437.5 minus 187.5. That means he has used 250 on the food. Now work out the fraction. So fraction will be 250 divided by the total is 750. So 250 divided by 750 is actually, this is actually 1 by 6. So 1 by 6th of the fraction he has spent on the food. Okay, now fifth one. The table shows the part of a train timetable. Okay, as you can see, this is from New Point to West Hill. All the trams take the same number of minutes to complete the journey from New Point to West Hill. Complete the table. Okay, so first of all, we will note down how much time this thing has taken because they all have the same time. So we will use that time thing. This is 10:30 minus 11:17. So this is actually, okay, so this is actually, it has taken 47 minutes. So now when they all are taking the same time, so 12:18, so in this 12:18 you add 47 minutes. So 12:18 plus 47 minutes will be this is 13:05. So that will be the time taken by the train. Okay. Sixth one. Write this correct to two significant figures. Okay, that's very simple. Two significant figure is still here only. And we know that after 6, it's 2. So what we will write is 0.046. So this is in terms of, sorry, this is in two significant figure. Seventh. On the Venn diagram, shade the region A union B. So this is also a very easy question. So A union B is just, we have to shade all this part. So let me show you. So basically this part will be shared. A, this one, okay, and the B part over here. So only this part between A and B. So this is A union B. Okay, now the eighth one. Kai invests $5,000 in an account paying simple interest at a rate of R% per year. At the end of 8 years, the value of his investment is $5,700. Okay, find the value of R. So see, for the simple interest, we use the formula amount. This is equals to P, which is 1 plus RT. Okay, that's what we use. Or if you know, we also use simple interest, that is P into T into R by 100. Okay, so you can use any of them. So I am using this one. Okay, so 5,000 was the principal, this was the total amount. So what is simple interest? Simple interest is actually 700. So writing here simple interest as 700 equals, what is the principal? Principal was 5,000 into what is the time? Time was 8 years, and we have to find this R, the rate of interest, divided by 100. So solving this, see, cross multiply, this will be 700 times 100 equals 5,000 into 8. Let's do 5,000 into 8. So this is actually 40,000. So this is 40,000 times R, and this is 700 into 100 will be 70000, so which is actually 70,000 equals 40,000 R. So what will be R? You just do 70,000 divided by 40,000, which is equals to R. So we know all the zeros will be cancelled. So this is actually 7 by 4. 7 divided by 4 is actually 1.75. The rate of interest is 1.75. That's the answer. Okay. Now the question 9. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. Okay, first of all, we can see that it's an enlargement. As you can see, the figure B is more than the figure A. sorry, more than, it's bigger than the A. So how many times you can see this is just 1 and here it is 2. So this is 2 and over here this is 4. So this is actually an enlargement by the scale factor 2. Okay, enlargement by the scale factor 2. And now we have to find the center. Now to find the center, you have to draw the lines. Okay, let me draw it for you. Actually, you will use the scale. So I'm using this scale. So from this point to this point, you have to mark and just join them by the straight lines. So over here, as you can see, oh my God, just a minute. Yeah, I think I'm right. Yeah, so let's join them. Sorry for this again. Let's join them by the straight line. Okay, now this point and this point is to be joined by the straight line. So using scale, just remember using the scale properly. Okay, we've joined it, and also we have to join these 2 points. Okay, so now we are joining these 2 points. Yeah. So you can see that the enlargement center is actually at this point, which is x is 1 comma minus 1. So enlargement of scale factor 2 with the center will be 1 comma minus 1. Okay, on to the B part. On the grid, draw the image of triangle A after a translation by vector minus 4, 3. So we have to draw, just remove all this. Okay, see, the translation is minus 4 and 3. We know that this is the horizontal translation, which is x, and this is the vertical translation, which is y. So 4 units towards left. So we just take this point and 4 units left, 1, 2, 3, 4 over here, and then 3 units up. So 1, 2, 3. Now see, we have this point. Now we can complete the figure. This is 2. So over here 2. This is 1. So just like doing 1 and this. So this will be the figure of, we can represent this as A dash. By representing this by A dash will be the translation, will be the figure after translation by the vector minus 4 comma 3. Okay. 10th one, write this in standard form. Okay, we know that we have to count from here. So this is 1. Sorry, it's not like that. So yeah, so start from here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which is 1.74 into 10 to the power 5. Easy. Okay, 11th. A company surveys 40 of its employees. In a survey, 3 employees say they walk to work. So out of 40, 3 said that they walk to work. The company has a total of 1240 employees. Find the expected number of employees in the company who walk to work. Okay, so see, first of all, we have to get the ratio. How many actually walk? So it's 3 out of 40 who walks. Okay, so this is the ratio. And how many are the total? So you multiply them with 12, 40. Okay, you cancel this thing. We know that 124 is divisible by 4. Yeah, that's divisible. So this goes 1 times. This goes 31. Using the calculator, 31 times 3 is how much? 93. So this is 93. So for the employees in the company who walk to work is 93. Okay, now the 12th. A diagram shows a right angle triangle. Calculate the value of x. Okay, see, if we are taking this angle, we know that this is the adjacent. This is always being hypotenuse, which is opposite to 90 degree, and this is opposite. Okay, now what's the ratio? Is actually adjacent by hypotenuse. So we will take cos of x, which is what? Which is equals adjacent by hypotenuse. It's 8.5 by 14. So what you will do? So the value of x will be cos inverse 8.5 by 14. Okay, so let's solve using the calculator. Cos inverse 8.5 divided by 14. So this is how much? It's coming out to be 52.6. So this is 52.6. So that's the answer. 52.6, or you can write 52.61 also. That's also fine. Okay. 13th one. Without using a calculator, work out 2 1 by 4 divided by 1 7 by 8. You must show all your working, and give your answer. Oh, in the mixed number, in the simplest form. Okay. So first of all, let's solve this. So 2 times 4 times 2 is 8. So this becomes 9 by 4 divided by, this is 8 ones are 8 plus 7, that is 15 by 8. Okay. Now when you do 9 by 4 and you change the sign to multiplication, so this will be reciprocated. 8 by 15. Now we can cancel out the terms. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, and 3 threes are 9, 3 fives are 15. So this is 6 by 5. And also by the actual division, when you divide 5 by 6, 5 ones are, sorry, 5, yeah, 5 ones are 5, remainder is 1. So the answer will be 1 1 by 5 in the mixed form. Okay, next. 14th. A is a point 0 comma 2. Okay, here is A 0 comma 2. B is a point 8 comma 6. Okay, this is 8 comma 6. All right. Find the equation of the line AB. So just draw this line AB. You have to find the equation of the line AB. Give your answer in the form y equal to mx plus c. Okay, if you see that in the line AB, so this has coordinate 0 comma 2. First of all, we have the y-intercept. Y-intercept is 2. So we know that when we write y equals mx plus c, c is the y-intercept. Over here you can write c equals 2. What do we have to find? We have to find the gradient. So we can find the gradient by using the formula m, this is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So taking this point as x1 y1, this point as x2 y2. Okay, so what is y2 minus y1 is 6 minus 2, and x2 minus x1 is 8 minus 0. So this becomes 4, this is 8, which is 1 by 2. So m is 1 by 2. So y is half x plus 2. So you can see y, you can write half. That's the equation of the line, half x plus 2. Okay. 15th, it's saying not to scale. Okay. 3 towns A, B, C are equidistant from each other. See, equidistant means if you take this triangle ABC, they are equal. Okay, so first of all, this is making an equilateral triangle, and you should know that each angle is 60 degree. So this is all 60 degree. Okay. The bearing of C from A is 104. The bearing of C from A, that means this angle is 104. Calculate the bearing of B from C. So calculating, we have to calculate the bearing of B from where? From C. First of all, make a north direction over here from C. Okay, so just make a north direction. And from B, so basically we have to go clockwise and we have to find this angle. Now see, how to find this angle. See, first of all, these two are parallel lines. You know that when these two are parallel lines and taking this as transversal, these are the co-interior angles. So sum of these angle is 180 degree. Similarly, these two are co-interior angles. If the sum is 180 degrees, so what is this angle? This angle is 180 minus 104. So which is actually 180 minus 104 is 76. So this angle is 76. Okay. So now see, we have to find, now using different color actually. See, we have to find this angle. Okay, so what is this angle? See, this is 76 and we know that this is 60. So this angle could be found by using 360 minus the sum of these two, 70 plus 60. Okay, so from 360, if we minus 76, the sum of 76 and 60, so this is equals 224. So the bearing of B from C is 224. All right. That's good. Okay. Now the next question. 16th. The speed time graph shows the information about a car journey. Find the deceleration of the car between 240 and 320 seconds. Okay, so between 240 and 320 seconds means from here. So deceleration is basically, as you can see, this is the graph. We have to find the slope of this graph. We know that though this is negative, but still we will take that as positive only. So slope is, slope is rise by run. This is the y. So what's the y? Y is actually 16. So 16 upon this thing. The difference of these two is 320 minus 240. How much is this? 80. So 16 by 80. So 16 divided by 80 is how much? Which is 0 0.2. 0 0.2. So the deceleration is 0 0.2 meter per second square. That's the deceleration. Okay. B part. Calculate the total distance the car travels during the 320 seconds. So the total distance during 320 seconds is actually the area under the graph. As you can see, this area is trapezium, and you know the formula for trapezium, that is half, in brackets you write sum of parallel sides into the distance between them, or you can write the height. Okay, so over here half, what are the parallel sides? We know that these two are parallel sides. So the length of this is 320, the length of this is 320 plus, and length of this will be 240 minus 30. 240 minus 30, which is 210. So plus 210 times height is the distance between the parallel sides, which is this, which is equals to 16. So now you just have to solve. So first of all, 320 plus 210, how much is this? 530. 530 divided by 2 into 16. So this cancel out, becomes 8. So what is 530 into 8 is 4240. 4240. So the answer is 4240 meters is the total distance traveled. Okay. 17th. W is the students who walk to school. Okay, this is W. G is the students who wear glasses. Okay. There are 20 students in a class. Okay, the total is 20. 8 walk to school. So we can write 8 actually walks to school. We can write it over here. But the thing is that this must also contain the one who wears glasses. And 3 wear glasses and walk to school. So first of all, we are going to fill this thing. Because 3 is basically common. Who wear glasses and walks to school. Okay. So 8 walk to school means, so 8 minus 3, 5 are the one who walks to school but don't wear glasses. And 2 do not wear glasses and do not walk to school. So we can write it over here. Okay. Now to complete this thing, who wear glasses, see, you add all of them. This is 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. Okay. And how many are there? 20. So 20 minus 10 will give you 10. So over here 10 will be the one who wear only glasses. Okay. So this is completed. Now come to the 18th part. The graph of y equal to fx is drawn on the grid. So you can see the graph. Draw the tangent to the graph at the point x equal to 3. Okay. So x equal to 3, actually this is the point. So we have to draw the tangent at the point. Okay, so first of all, let's draw the tangent first. Okay, using our scale as usual. So let's draw the tangent carefully. Okay, we can keep the point over here. I think this will do. Yeah, I think this is a bit looking correct. Okay, now use your tangent to find that. Oh, we have to find the gradient of the curve at the point x equal to 3. So basically we have to find the gradient of this line. Okay, now as you can see, from this point, let's complete a triangle. So you see, drawing a straight line, and over here drawing a straight line. So what's, we know that is rise by run. So what's the y factor? How much is this? It's at this point. So this is 1 2 3 4 5. So basically this is 5. That means 1. So this is 2 divided by 5. Actually 1 point represents 0 0.4. So this is 2.8. So over here this is 4.8. And this is, I think, 1. We can take this as 1 only, yeah, because it's almost the 1, and this is 4.8. So we take 4.8 by 1, which is 4.8. So the slope of this thing, use the tangent to find the estimate of the gradient curve. So this is 4.8. So that will be our answer. Just be careful when you draw the tangent. The tangent means the line that should just touch the point. Okay, coming to 19th. Y is directly proportional to x minus 1 whole square. Oh, let's just change the pen. Okay, y is directly proportional to, so we write y is directly proportional to x minus 1 whole square. All right. Now we can also write y equals k times of x minus 1 whole square. Okay. When x is 4, y is 3. So substitute these values. Y is 3 equals k times of x is 4, 4 minus 1 whole square. So writing it over here. So this is 3 equals k. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 square is 9. So this is 3 by 9 equals k. So which is in turn equals 1 by 3. So now value of k is 1 by 3. We can rewrite this equation. Y equals 1 by 3 of x minus 1 whole square. Okay. Now find y when x is 7. You simply have to just substitute the value of x as 7. So y equals 1 by 3. X is 7 minus 1 is 6 square. We know 6 square is 36. 36 by 3, that equals 12. So what is y? Y is 12. Okay. B part. M is inversely proportional to the square root of p. Okay. M is inversely proportional to the square root of p. This is how you write. Okay. Explain what happens to the value of when the value of p is multiplied by 9. Okay, so actually, just taking like this, m should be directly proportional to. Now this is actually 3p. Sorry, no, 9p. So now when you take out this root 9, so this will be m will be 1 by 3 root p. As you know, we can take under root 9 outside, so that will be 3 because root 9 is 3. So m is now directly proportional to. So see, what is this? This is, if you compare it with the original value, which was m was directly proportional to 1 by root p. Now this is 1/3. So basically, what happens to the value of m? You can write 1/3 or you can write divided by 3. All right. Okay, 20th. Two parcels are mathematically similar. So they are talking about similar figure. The largest parcel has a volume of 80 centimeter cube. So we can use the term capital V for this. 80 centimeter cube. Okay. And height, right, capital H is 5.2. Okay. Smaller parcel, so we write small v equals 33.75. You have to calculate the height of the smaller parcel H. Ratio is actually when it's the ratio of the volume V by V, that is equals to capital H by H, but this will be cube of that thing. Okay, so this is the formula that you must have learned. So applying this formula, so this is 80 upon 33.75 equals, what was the capital H? 5.2 by small h whole cube. So what we can do, we can take the cube root of this thing. So this will be 5.2 by h equals, you take the cube root of this thing, which is 80 upon 33.75. Okay, 0.75. Let's solve this in a calculator. So first of all, 80 divided by 33.75, which is actually 2.37. Now taking the cube root of this thing, just a minute, I think the battery of my calculator. So we have to take cube root of 2.37. Okay, so cube root of 2.37, which is 1.333, it's saying. So just write 1.33. So that's the answer of this. So 5.2 by h. So what will be h? See, this is 5.2 by h is 1.33. Okay, you can write this as 1. So when you cross multiply, so h will be H will be, you see, H goes in multiplication with this, 1.33 goes down. So 5.2 upon 1.33, that will be the answer. 5.2 divided by 1.33. So the answer is 3.9. So this is 3.9 centimeter is the height of the smaller past. Question 21. Solve the simultaneous equation. You must show all your working. So we can write this as equation 1, which is 4y plus 3x equals 13. And this is equation 2, which is y square minus 18. So what we are going to do, we are substituting equation 2 in equation 1. Okay, so that will be 4 times of x square minus 18 plus 3x equals 13. Okay, so we have substituted this. So now this is 4x square minus 4 times 18 is 72. 4x square minus 72 plus 3x. Just take 13 to that side, minus 13 equals 0. Okay, so this will be 4x square plus 3x. Okay, so then this will be how much? This is 72 plus 13 actually. Okay, which is minus 85 equals 0. And I think, okay, we will use the quadratic formula in this, in which A is 4, B is 3, and C is minus 85. Okay, so first of all, the formula is x is minus b plus minus and root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. Okay, minus b, this is minus 3 plus minus and root of b square is 3 square minus 4 into 4 into minus 85. Actually, this make it will plus, and upon 2a is 2 into 4. Okay, so this is minus 3 plus minus. Okay, let's solve this bracket fast. Sorry, solve this under root part. 3 square plus 4 into 85 is this. The answer to under root of this answer is 37. Okay, so the whole answer of this is 37 by 8. So one of the answer is minus 3 minus 37 by 8, which is actually equals to minus 40 by 8, which is equals to minus 5. Okay, and the other one will be minus 3 plus 37 by 8. So this is 34 by 8, which is 34 by 8 is, I think you can cancel this by 2, so 17 by 4. So you have two values of x. Okay, so x is two values of x as minus 5 and 17 by 4. Okay, so when x is minus 5, so you can substitute over here. So y will be minus 5 square minus 18. So this is actually 25 minus 18. And 25 minus 18 is actually 7. So y is 7. So one of the value is minus 5 comma 7. Okay. Now, other value is 17 by 4. Again, substituting, we're using the different pen now because I think so y is, this is 17 by 4 whole square minus 18. Okay, this is 289 by, this is 289 by 16 minus 18. Okay, minus 18, if we do it in the fraction, this will comes out to be 1 by 16. Okay, so when x is 17 by 4, this is y is 1 by 16. That's our answer. Okay, now 22nd. For each sketch, put a ring around the correct type of function shown. As you must be knowing, this is what? This is actually a cubic function. Okay. This one is, yeah, this one is the reciprocal one. Okay, B part. On the grid, sketch the curve y equal to sine x for 0 to 360. Okay, so what we can do is that, see, or taking half of this distance, take this as 90 and this as 270. Okay, we know that sine 0 is 0 and sine 90 is actually 1. Sine 180 is 0. Sine 270 is again minus 1 and 360 is 0. So to complete this graph, it should go like this and from here down, then going from 180 and again to this and this. This will be the graph of sine. Okay, so try to draw as much fair as you can. Okay, second part. Solve the equation sin x plus 0.4 is 0, 4x is less. So in all, it's saying from 0 to 360. So in all this quadrant, we know that this is first, second, third quadrant. So you know that over here all are positive, sine positive, tan and cos are positive. Okay. So solving this, sine x plus 0.4 equals 0. That means sine x should be minus 0.4. So this is negative. So we know that sine is negative in third and the fourth quadrant. Okay. So now let's solve for this. X is sine inverse sine minus 0.4, or you can just find sine inverse 0.4. Okay, you just find sine inverse 0.4. That will give you 23.57. Okay, now but what you do for the third quadrant? See, for the third quadrant you should do, so first of all sine is negative and it should be in the third or the fourth quadrant. For the third quadrant you do 180 plus 23.57. Okay, so this is 180 plus 23.57 is 203.57. And for the fourth one, what do you do? 360 minus this thing, minus 23.57. So this is 360 minus 23.57, which will give you 336.43. So these are our two answers. Okay, 23rd. The Venn diagram shows the information about the number of students in a class. Some study English, some study French, some study Spanish, and some do not study any of these languages. Okay. Find N of E union F. So this is for English, French, Spanish. E union F whole dash. First of all, see, what is E union F whole dash? So basically what I'll do is that I'll remove this thing. And if you see E union F, first of all do E union F, and then you don't have to take these values actually. You don't have to take these values. So you have just this 4 and 5. Okay. And they are saying then union S. Union S means, now what do you do? In union S, so these things will be included. That means 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Okay. So the points that you will take will be 2, 1, 3, 4, and 5. So you have to find that n. So basically that will be 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. Okay. So that is 3, 6, 10, 15. So our answer is 15. Okay. Now they are saying one student is picked at random from those who study Spanish. Okay, first of all, let's concentrate on this. Who studies Spanish? Now the thing is that, let's see who studies Spanish is this one. Who studies Spanish? Find the probability that student studies exactly 2 languages. So the whole is from those who study Spanish is actually 4, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10. And find the probability that this student studies exactly 2 languages. Who study 2 languages is actually this 2. 1 is not included because that person is studying all 3 languages. And then 3. This 3 are the ones who are studying French and Spanish. And 2 are the ones who are studying English and Spanish. Plus 3. So what will be the probability? This is 5 by 10, which is 1 by 2. So this is probability is 1 by 2. Okay. Now 24th, the last one. O is the origin and OPQR is a parallelogram. Okay, so it's a parallelogram. M is the midpoint of PQ. Okay, this is the midpoint of PQ. And N divides QR in the ratio. It's divided in the ratio 2:1. Okay. OP is A. OP is A. and OR is B. This is B. Find MN. So it's saying, okay, to find MN, okay, so first of all, we can consider the triangle MQN and this one. Okay, we can consider this triangle. Just let's remove all this. Now see, first of all, MQ. M is the midpoint of PQ. And what is PQ? PQ is actually, this PQ is actually B. So MQ is B by 2. Okay. Now what is QN? We know that, see, QN is basically, when we are talking about QN, so its direction is in this direction. Okay. Which is actually, QN is basically total QR will be minus A actually. Okay, because as you can see, the direction of A is in this one and this is the downward direction. Now, what will be Qn? We know the ratio 2 is to 1. So this will be 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is 2 by 3A but negative, and this will be minus A by 3. Okay. So what we have to find? Mn. So to take Mn, now you use the triangle MQN. Okay. Now we know that the triangle of parallelogram, the triangle law states that MQ plus Qn is equals Mn. So we can write Mn. Okay, just a second. Just write in a proper handwriting. So Mn will be equals to MQ plus Qn. So what is MQ is actually B by 2 and Qn is actually minus 2 by 3A. So that's how you represent. B by 2 you can represent as half B minus 2 by 3A. That will be Mn. Now the lines Mn and OR are extended to meet at S. You can see that the line this Mn is extended to this point and QR is extended to this point at S. Find the position vector of S. Okay, so we have to find position vector of S. Give your answer in terms of A or B in the simplest form. Okay, that's fine. So A or B in simplest form is basically, we have to find this OS. The position vector means we have to find this thing, the OS. So OS is basically OR plus RS. Okay. So what is OR? OR is B. So this is OR plus RS. What is this? OR. This is B. Now we have to find RS. So now see, if we take the triangle MQN and NRS, they are similar triangle. Why? Because this angle is equal to this vertically opposite angle and these two are parallel sides. So these are alternate interior angles. Similarly, these are alternate interior angles. So they are actually, so we can say that MQN is similar to triangle RNS. Okay, so if we take the ratio, like if we take MQ by RS, okay, because we have to find that RS only, MQ by RS, so this should be equals to this one QN by NR, okay, QN by NR, okay. So what is QN? We know that QN was minus 2 by 3A and NR was minus 1 by 3A. Okay, now when we solve this, see, I'm writing MQ by RS over here, okay, which is minus 2 by 3A and this is minus 1 by 3A. So see, A and A will get cancelled, minus will get cancelled. So this will be 2 by 3, reciprocate 3 by 1, which is actually equals 2. So basically MQ equals twice of RS. So what is RS? RS will be MQ by 2 will be equals RS. Okay. So what is RS? RSC. What was MQ? MQ, we know that this was half of B by 2. So B by 2 half is B by 4. Okay. So we write over here. Now we have the value of RS. So we can write, sorry for this. So we can write this as B by 4. So B plus B by 4 is actually 5B by 4. So the value of OS, the position vector of this is 5B by 4.